Hello everybody, it's me again, your friendly neighborhood kid boomer, with another review. Sorry about the background noise, there's currently construction going on near me. Today we're going to be reviewing a video I recently came across. It's, let's see, how many years old is it? It is, it's going to be, 2 years old as of August 19th, 2017. And I just came across this, and I found it one of the most ridiculously stupid video game rants I've ever watched. And, alright, well, you know what? I can't even explain it. Let's just get straight into it. Whoever made that intro is a genius.
My buddy Nero got his second bomb threat this week.
Oh boy, uninteresting with the side of uninteresting. I don't really care, so let's get to the good part.
And for those of you who are normal adults, you probably don't know that Gamergate is the idea that feminism and political correctness should work its way into video games. The gamers, that's a movement, guys who play video games have a name for themselves.
Rebel Media needs to do their homework before making a video about gamers. Gamers are not a movement, and they're not just a group of men. Gamers is a group of people who... It's like a fandom. It's a fandom with its own fandoms, as I could explain it the best I can. Gamers, you see, are not just men. They are not a movement. Gamers are men, women, children, whatever other gender you identify yourself as. It can be anyone as long as you're the proper age. E for everybody, right? Those video games. Anybody in the world could play them. You could be 1 year old if you know how to play a video game, or you could be 100 years old. It doesn't matter. E10 plus, you have to be older than 10 years old. T, you have to be a teenager. Or, if you're rebellious, who cares? Then M for mature, which... It's not like that label even matters anymore, because everybody plays M games except if you're like 5, because parenting is bad these days.
The gamers fought back and said, no, your PC doesn't belong in our world. And Summers and Nero say the same thing. This got a bomb threat both times. This time, though, they managed to get most of the talk out, but the bomb threat dispersed the crowd. Some angry social justice warrior.
Let's skip to a better part.
There's a layer of patheticness here, though, that no one is talking about.
Here, let me say it for you. Rebel Media is talking about it!
Namely, I don't care if video games are sexist or not sexist or politically correct.
Yeah, well, neither do I. If you're a sane person who plays video games, you shouldn't care about sexism in video games or how politically correct they are. Battlefield 1's not very politically correct, but do I care? No, I play it because I love it, and it's a fun game.
Video games are for little kids. Why are adults playing video games?
Because it's a source of entertainment when you're stressed. Why else would people be doing it? I mean, yes, it's, of course, fun. I mean, why do kids play video games? They're fun. Some kids get stressed, so they need a way to relieve that other than going outside.
My brother-in-law got my kids a Batman game for Christmas.
Well, your brother has a good taste then, because, well, Batman Arkham Knight was probably my favorite Arkham game besides City. And I know that's a really, really weird opinion, but it's mine, and I really love the game, and I have a lot of hours put into it.
They can't play it. It's for adults only. Batman? When I was a little kid, we watched Batman on TV because we wanted to be tough and fight bad guys. Now you're 32 and you're sitting there, I'm Batman, I'm Superman, I can fly. Look at my Wolverine shirt. He has claws. You read comic books?
Yes, I do read comic books. Yes, adults read comic books. Comic books are not truly meant for younger audiences. If you looked at the New 52's version of Joker, you would see why. Joker literally slashed his own face off and wore it with the belt buckle attached to his face, and walked around killing Alfred. He did so much crazy shit in Rebirth and New 52. And yes, Batman is not meant for kids. The Lego Batman is meant for kids. That's what it is. The Justice League action show is meant for kids. The old 90s Batman cartoon is for kids. Yeah, that's everything so far that's been Batman related up until the past 20, 30 years has made Batman look like some sort of kids thing, only made for selling merchandise and toys. I agree to this when it comes to the Legos, but I mean, with the Dark Knight series, Christopher Nolan series that came out, now we've got Ben Affleck as Batman. It's getting darker and darker. Batman has been getting darker and darker. I don't think that if kids were told that Batman watched his parents get murdered by a guy with a pistol in a street called Crime Alley during a mugging, I don't think that they would quite fully understand that, which is why it's only told to the older audiences. Now, yes, some of these younger audiences like me have been introduced to this, but it brings reality into the whole thing. Things like Superman, most of the stuff isn't very realistic. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling now. I don't have a script to read off of, so if my words don't really make a lot of sense, I'm sorry. I'm not reading off a script. It's whatever I say in my head, whatever comes to mind is what I'm going to be saying for this entire video. Batman is more down-to-earth realistic than people like Superman or the Flash. Superman is an alien from a planet called Krypton. Flash, I don't remember exactly what his backstory is, but I know that his mom was killed and he somehow gained super speed through like lightning or something. Please don't light me up for that one. I don't know the whole story. But Batman is more real. If somebody could make what Bruce Wayne makes, then yes, Batman could be real. He watched his parents get murdered in a street during a mugging called Crime Alley. Well, that was the street's name. I don't know how kid-oriented that exactly is, but according to you, I don't even remember what your name is. According to you, a guy who works at Rebel Media, Batman is specifically for kids who only beats up bad guys because he's tough. No, he beats up global terrorists because they're a threat to humanity. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling because I know that I'm gonna get lit up for this one, so yeah.
That is for people who are special, okay?
Whoa, dude, watch what you're saying. You're on YouTube, dude.
In the old days, you lived in the basement because you were mentally handicapped. When we saw 12-year-olds playing Star Wars with 9-year-olds, we went, poor bastard, oh well, I guess he'll be living with his mommy forever.
Now, Star Wars is another thing I can't exactly say was directed towards younger audiences either. Mainly because one of the main points of the series was about genocide. There were dozens and dozens of genocides in Star Wars, and if you didn't obey the laws, you weren't sent to jail. You were executed in the streets by the Imperials.
Now that's cool. Now you want to argue about it. Now guys are online with their headsets yelling at 12-year-olds saying, come back out, I want to kill you. I want to shoot you with my nerd drawing gun. And you're a nerd drawing too. Hey adult males, hey dads, you're supposed to know stuff.
Hey Rebel Media, you're supposed to have passing grades to write news stories.
You're supposed to know how things work. You're supposed to know how to fix a fridge. You're supposed to be able to get a piece. You're supposed to be building a table or something.
I've been doing life wrong this whole time.
Yes, we watch TV sometimes. Yes, we indulge ourselves in movies. Sometimes we even read fiction. I don't read fiction, but I get that sometimes you do that.
Hey, guess what? You're a hypocrite because comics are fiction.
That happens occasionally, and when you're wasting time watching a show, that's a vice. It should be discouraged. It's not something to be proud of. You don't go, I'm a watch TVer. Get out of here. There's a bomb threat at my watch TV conference. What the fuck? Put down the console, you grown man baby. It's embarrassing.
No one told